Night falls, and Travis, the unpaid intern, hunches over a jumble of radio parts, control panels, and tangled wires. A stack of hate mail at his elbow, a list of band callers taped to his coffee mug. His fingers twitch. A bead of perspiration forms upon his brow as a voice cuts through the darkness. Hello, freaks and freethinkers. This is Radio Ghost Town, and I'm your host, Deep Amber, coming to you from a relative safety of an undisclosed location. Tonight, we continue our ongoing series, The Serpent Whispers, investigating and exposing the greatest conspiracy in the history of the world. Well, it's time for us all to put our heads together and decide what facet of Hollyweirds packed with the dark side, aka that old serpent, the devil, we should investigate first. Message us or call in anytime during the show to cast your vote. And if you can impress Travis with an interesting question or observation, you'll have a chance to share your thoughts on the air. So it begins. This is Deep Amber, and you're live on Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
Hey, you can call me Tex. Hey, could you explain a little about those little funny hand signals occultists use? I mean, I'm on my daughter's new boyfriend's social media page, and I think he might be in the Illuminati.
Okay, Tex, I give you my top 9 rapid fire. For illustrative purposes only, I do not accept or align with anything connected with these signs. Okay, first, most well-known, the devil horns. I won't do that one. Pinky and finger raised. It's the mano cornuto. They say it means rock and roll, but they are lying. It's an actual witch hex used in casting spells. Stop doing it now. Repent. Move on. That's what I did. Next, the hidden hand, kind of like Napoleon. It's a Freemasonic gesture. You've seen this one a lot. Technical name, Utari Bodhi Mudra. It's a yoga thing. We've talked about yoga, so did Crowley. This is a gesture of enlightenment, false light, of course, quite Luciferian. This is similar. Peeking the fingers together to create a triangle. It's another mudra, but it's also just a natural thing to do. Context is required. Darkening one eye is common. It's called the Eye of Horus. It's an occult and Illuminati symbol, but winking is also a thing, so try not to confuse the two. There's the vow of silence, aka the sign of Hippocrates, used in Crowley's occult rituals. It does represent the occult oath of secret knowledge, but it's also used to hush rowdy children in church services. There's the 666 hand. See the sixes there. Growing up, we thought this meant okay. Surprise, surprise. This is Osiris Risen. It too features in the occult, specifically in Crowley's Odo Templi Orientis, and it's used constantly in publicity photos. It's awkward, though. I wonder why they use it. This is Osiris Slain, also a Crowley thing, also featured in rituals, but it also means come here and give Granny a great big hug. So again, look for context. Discernment is required. Does that help you at all, Tex?
Yep, thank you kindly.
Call back anytime. And now that you know some of the symbols they use, freaks and freethinkers, you'll see them literally everywhere. Ask yourself why celebrities seem compelled to do them in almost every photograph. This is Deep Amber, and you're live on Radio Ghost Town.
Deep Amber, do you think it's possible to separate art from the artist? Like, can I enjoy a song even if it's performed by an awful person?
Well, that depends. A singer-songwriter has near total control over their music. The big name stars even control the imagery in their music videos and their costume designs. In those cases, the answer is no. If the artist is an occultist, they will produce occult music. Are you a Christian, Betty?
Yes, I am.
Well, the serpent learned long ago he cannot curse Christians, but he can fool Christians into cursing themselves. You might like the song, but you will not like what comes along with it.
Well, what about movies?
Most cast and crew members won't have much control and therefore aren't much of a threat, depending, of course, on how far down the dark path they've traveled. But if a director, producer, or a powerful A-list actor is a perv or a Satanist, the end result is a perverse satanic movie, even if it appears innocent on the surface.
Well, how can I tell? I'll have to research every name in the credits.
Welcome to the truther community, Betty. Speaking of innocent movies being perverse, there's an oldish movie some of you might know called Hocus Pocus.
Actually, they just made a sequel to that.
Did they? Figures. I saw it at a friend's house years ago. I was maybe 20 at the time, and that movie made me deeply uncomfortable. I had no idea why. After all, it's a family film, and in fairness, there were a few sight gags that made me laugh and a handful of very quotable lines. My instincts must have been wrong. I convinced myself they were. But no. It turns out the cult classic Hocus Pocus is inundated with the foul and disgusting rituals of sex magic. Curious theme for a children's movie. No wonder 20-year-old me was uncomfortable. If you insist on watching it again, look for the lie, and you'll see the sexual themes and pedophilic overtones. It's sick. The three witches, far from being the villains, are everyone's favorite character, despite their eating children, worshipping the devil, and having a book made of human skin. If you pause the film on the pages of the Witch's Grimoire, you will see actual Latin phrases taken from a book of magic published in 1978. Not from the witchcraft rituals in the book, which would have been bad enough, but from the satanic rituals. Weird, isn't it? What were those scoundrels up to? If you're interested, freaks and freethinkers, we can unpack more about this in a future episode. Hello, you're live on Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
You're so narrow-minded. Always saying you won't eat the bugs. But scientists say cockroach milk is 3 times...
Nope. I suppose you think you're funny.
I couldn't help myself.
Here's a good one. Hello, Alice.
Alice.
Alice, I thought your Shamalama Ding Dong crowd was mad at me.
Well, you're on notice, but I can still talk to you since you do spread the truth about the Draco reptilians.
I'm sorry, what?
It's the title of the series. The serpent at the heart of the conspiracy? You're wrong about yoga, but you're right about that. The reptoids are the serpent people from the so-called Garden of Eden.
Alice, when I talk about the serpent, I am never talking about a shape-shifting, mind-controlling, humanoid lizard.
It's Alice.
Okay, the serpent is Satan, aka Lucifer, fallen angel, stupid loser who got kicked out of heaven for trying to start a mutiny behind the back of an omniscient god.
Or maybe he was a Draco reptilian who crawled up from the Earth's core to exercise control over prehistoric man?
No, you are wrong. The Bible is right.
Why are you the way you are?
As a little girl, I read a lot and made a nuisance of myself. It became a habit.
Well, you certainly are a nuisance. But what if your research eventually proves we of the Shalbatana Alliance know the truth?
The truth is defined for mankind by the Holy Bible, the sacred and immutable Word of God, Alice, not by fruitcakes and Holocaust robes.
My name is Alice, and I was trying to extend the olive branch of friendship. Would it have killed you to find some common ground?
Sorry, Alice, but...
No. It's too late to apologize. Remember this day, Deep Amber. Remember, I tried to give you a chance.
Did you see that? Are we still live?
We're still broadcasting. The surge protector saved us.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up. We can't afford to be hacked.
It's crazy, Carl.
Oh. Crazy Carl, always good to hear from you.
Deep Amber, if you don't hang up on me right now, you'll be putting yourself in danger.
More dangerous than the Shalbatana Alliance?
This one's life and death, Deep Amber. I won't go any further unless you're sure.
Talk to me, Carl.
It's ritual. Like you mentioned in that movie. They get power from it. The serpent gets power from it. There's a spider's web, spun by the Hollywood elite, the music industry, the media, government officials, and so-called humanitarian organizations.
The media and government, is this about Operation Mockingbird?
Nothing is by chance. 2020 was perfect timing. They got us all looking at the top hat while they stuffed the rabbit up their sleeve.
They who?
You said it before. They brainwashed millions of people into blind subservience with the same cult mind control methods the government has been studying in depth for decades.
I say lots of things, Carl. You're going to have to give me more to go on.
The 2019 trial and sentencing of a former Walt Disney vice president?
Did you say 2019?
Why is Roman Polanski still heralded as an artistic legend? What about the ex-con director who filmed himself committing a crime? Get a free pass on a scrubbed bio? And what about the retired CIA agent who testified before the INTJ?
I can't write this fast, Carl.
They lied. Nothing has been debunked. But time is running out.
Time for what?
What do Julie Forsythe, Monica Peterson, and Chris Cornell have in common?
Well, I think they're all dead, but... Crazy Carl, is this about child abuse?
Yes.
Ritual child abuse?
And that's just the beginning.
I don't know where to start.
Check your email. Crazy Carl out.
Well, freaks and freethinkers, I guess we know what our next episode has to be about. But until then, for the record, Satan is alive and active in the world today. He is your mortal enemy with just one goal: to destroy you body and soul. But the good news is, we have a champion. His name is Jesus. Jesus is the only way to God, and the Bible is our only source for absolute truth. Together, they're our only hope for salvation. I'm Deep Amber, and this is Radio Ghost Town.
Thanks for watching. At Fly By Light Media, we choose freedom over comfort and truth over popularity. We hope you will too.
And you can buy cool FBLM tees and hoodies through the link in the description. And be sure to watch more videos.
Together,
We are Fly By Light Media, and we rise to shine.